So good afternoon, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. My name is Mary, and I'm the Sustainability Lead for Nespresso UK and Ireland. And so today I would like to talk to you about the importance of collaboration and how Nespresso's partnership approach has really helped us to drive forward our sustainability agenda and make coffee a force for good. But first of all, I'd just like to start with a quick story about how Nespresso was created. So Nespresso, the first Nespresso machine was launched in 1986, and this was based on a groundbreaking idea from a scientist called Eric from Switzerland, that everybody should be able to enjoy the perfect cup of barista-style coffee, but in the comfort of their own home. And so Eric went off in search of the perfect cup of coffee, and then sought to replicate this with the first Nespresso machine. And this has really changed the way that millions of people enjoy their coffee today, and helps to ensure that our customers, whether they're at home or in offices or in hotels or restaurants, can enjoy that nice cup of coffee, knowing that it's been sustainably sourced and is of a high quality. But it's sustainability that is really something that has been at the heart of the business for the past 30 years, because at Nespresso we truly believe that sustainability and quality very much go hand in hand. And so our sustainability strategy is based on our three key pillars, which are caring for the climate, caring for communities, and caring for circularity. And so throughout the presentation, we will explore these three pillars in a bit more detail. And so as a business, we really depend on a source and a reliable source of high quality coffee. But this can only be achieved if coffee farming is both environmentally, socially, and economically viable. And so we have a real responsibility to protect those vital ecosystems that we depend on and the communities that we depend on, and really build resilience to climate change within our operations and at the coffee farms. And so it's not only does it make business sense, and not only is it the right thing to do, but it's also something that our customers depend on us, demand of us and of all corporates. So by 2050, climate scientists predict that the area suitable for coffee farming could be reduced by up to 50%. So it's really important that we act now. But we've been really proud of the progress that we've made to date in terms of embedding sustainable action within our operations. So through earlier years in 2003, when we launched our Sustainable Quality AAA program, and this was in collaboration with the Rainforest Alliance, and this really aims to provide farmers with the tools and the resources to move towards more sustainable agricultural methods, and also to protect farmer welfare. Through to more recent initiatives such as Podback, which we launched last year in 2021, and this really aims to drive up recycling rates along with other global recycling schemes. But our most recent achievement, which we became certified this year as a B Corporation. And so by joining the B Corp movement, we're really joining a group of other like-minded individuals that also want to use business as a force for good. And so we want to be able to use the B Corp framework to really drive forward our three sustainability pillars: caring for the climate, caring for communities, and caring for circularity. So we can use the B Corp as a framework to benchmark and really accelerate our actions, as well as collaborating with other B corporations as well. But what we recognise, and what I'd like to talk about today, is that not one business or one organisation can solve these very complex social and environmental challenges alone, and partnerships are absolutely essential in order to drive forward our sustainability agenda. And so this is why Nespresso have partnered with more than 50 organisations as part of our sustainability strategy. So just to highlight a couple there that you see on the screen. So fair trade, Nespresso have been roasting fair trade coffee for a number of years now, but more recently, so since 2014, we've worked very closely with them on initiatives which really promote farmer welfare. So, for example, in Colombia, we worked with Fairtrade and the Colombian government to develop the first farmer retirement savings scheme, which is very much the first of its kind within the coffee industry. Also the Pure Projet, so these are very much industry leaders which are looking to find nature-based solutions to regenerate land. And so we've partnered with them on our long-term objectives in terms of agroforestry and finding nature-based solutions. And also, I'd just like to talk a bit about our partnership with the Rainforest Alliance. And this has been really important in terms of our sustainability strategy. Because it's through this partnership that we've launched our sustainable AAA, our sustainable quality AAA program. So the aim of this program is to provide farmers with tools, training, agronomist support in order to help them move towards regenerative agricultural methods. It also helps to ensure that we're paying a premium for the coffee. So this really builds on our pillar, caring for the communities, because it really aims to protect farmer welfare by providing suitable living conditions, as well as providing a fair living wage. So through this scheme, we've supported more than 140,000 farmers across 18 different countries, and we're currently sourcing 92.5% of our coffee through this scheme. And so we've also worked with the Rainforest Alliance as well to build voluntary tools that farmers can use to help them towards this move towards more regenerative agriculture. So tools that help them to identify their current progress and their current performance, identify where more targeted support is needed, and then help them to monitor their goals towards more regenerative agriculture. So now moving on to our second pillar, which is caring for circularity. And of course, a really big part of this for us at Nespresso is increasing the capsule recycling rates. So Nespresso have been very much at the forefront of capsule recycling for the past 10 years. We've had our dedicated schemes in place to collect capsules from our customers and from businesses. But it was last year that we developed something new, which was Podback, and this was coming together with other industry players to co-found Podback, which is a new way of recycling, which provides an industry-wide solution. And so now, a year into operation, we have 12 different coffee brands that have also joined the scheme, and so this also helps other brands to recycle their capsules as well. And it's really important that we inspire customers to recycle their capsules and provide easy options. And so through the scheme, customers can recycle their capsules in two ways. Firstly, they can recycle at their local drop-off point, so they can take to their local Collect Plus store. Or another option, which is available in some local authorities, is that customers can simply leave their capsules outside alongside their other waste and recycling, and that will be collected by the council. So super easy, and that is currently available to 1.25 million residents. And so our ambition is to really scale that up now, and so that 50% of residents, we're aiming to have access to curbside within the next 5 years. So I'd just like to play now a quick video which helps to understand how Podback works. Yeah, so you're actually the first people to see this video outside of the Podback team, so I hope you liked it. And I think it's a really great example of collaboration because it's really bringing together coffee brands, retailers, local authorities, waste management businesses, all coming together to tackle this shared objective. And so as we move away from a linear economy towards a more circular economy, this really provides endless opportunities for innovation. So throughout the years, we've developed and partnered with organisations to create a number of second life objects, whether that's from the recycled aluminium or from the spent coffee grounds. So we've collaborated with Caran d'Ache Pen to create a pen made from recycled aluminium. And also, we've partnered with a company called Velocity to make a bike made from recycled aluminium capsules. And more recently, we've actually collaborated with a company called Zeta to make these trainers that are made from recycled coffee grounds, and they're made from 80% recycled content. So now moving on to the final pillar, which is caring for climate. So at Nespresso, we've got a real responsibility to build resilience to the impacts of climate change. And so Nespresso are on a journey to be net zero by 2050 at the latest. And this really builds on our milestone to become carbon neutral by the end of this year. So our focus now is really looking at our net zero strategy, and this focuses on the 6 key pillars here. So first of all, regenerative coffee, and it's something that I've touched on throughout the presentation, and it's something that's really important to us. So working through our partnerships, such as with the Rainforest Alliance, and working very closely with farmers to provide them with the tools to move towards these regenerative agricultural practices, such as improving soil cover, moving towards agroforestry, and also we've launched a couple of organic coffees from Peru and the Democratic Republic of the Congo as well. Another pillar is eco-design. So this is really around improving the recycled content within our products, and also the amount of recyclable materials that we use. But it's not only within our products that we're focusing on this pillar, also things like boutique furniture. So if you go into one of our newer boutiques, you'll see that some of the coffee counters are made from recycled coffee grounds. So eco-design is an important pillar for us as well. Also renewable energy. So as a business, we're looking to move towards 100% of our operations to be powered by renewable energy. So in the UK, all of our offices and all of the boutiques where we hold the energy supply are all powered by renewable energy. And we're also using recycled coffee grounds to produce renewable energy here in the UK as well. Recycling, of course, is a big part of our net zero strategy, so really trying to raise awareness about recycling and encouraging customers to recycle, because this can really help to reduce our overall footprint. And logistics as well, and collaboration here is really important, so partnering with our logistics providers to find lower carbon methods of transporting coffee. So 100% of our green coffee is transported by rail, and here in the UK we have a partnership with a company called Stuart, which helps us to build our fast and green service, which is essentially that you can have your capsules delivered within 2 hours, and that would be delivered by bike. So really looking to kind of scale that up. And the final pillar, which is also really important, is our tree planting and reforestation programs. And these have been in partnership with Pure Projet. And through this partnership, we've planted more than 6 million trees. And this is a really important part of our strategy, because the trees can, although they're amazing carbon capture and a carbon sink, but also the roots of the trees help to restore the soils in and around our coffee farming regions, so it helps to build resilience, and the trees also actually provide shade for the coffee plants, which helps to produce a productive harvest. So it's clear that our sustainability strategy is really focuses around partnerships and collaboration. And we feel that by now joining the B Corp movement, this provides us further opportunities to collaborate with other like-minded businesses and really scale up our impact. So after a very stringent process, and I'm sure you've heard a lot today from other businesses about that it is a very difficult certification to achieve. I think it took us about 3 years to achieve the certification, but I think the benefits of it are really endless, and in terms of being able to collaborate with other businesses, whether large or small. So we're really looking forward to becoming an active member in the B Corp community. And what I've really loved about becoming a B Corp is actually seeing the level of engagement within our employees. And it's really helped to drive collaboration on sustainability, both internally as well. So I'd just like to end with a quick video to show what B Corp means to us here at Nespresso.
I think it's a great initiative to be part of.
I think it's a really good thing for the business, and it's a real privilege to work for a company that really focuses on those B Corp values.
We've done a lot of the work already.
The B Corp certification to me is just another example of Nespresso going the extra mile.
This is just the start of the journey.
Working for a B Corp to me is very important. I want to work for a business that walks the talk, does what it says it's going to do, and is not harming the environment.
For me, working for a B Corp means that the coffee tastes even better.
This is a good start to setting out and saying, hey, we're going to do this. That's important to me to know that businesses do more than just make money.
One of the principles of B Corp is to be the change you want to see in the world.
I think the best thing for me is knowing that we're doing the right thing.
I feel really inspired to do my bit in the organisation as well.
It gives me confidence knowing I work for a B Corp.
I felt excited.
Is hope.
What I feel is inspired.
In one word, accountability.
Inspired?
Proud.
It's proud.
My word is proud.
Proud. Excited.
Very proud.
Honoured.
Let me choose 4 words, please, which is inspired to do more. Because being a B Corp really can make a huge positive difference in the world.
I really love the quote at the beginning from my colleague, and he says, being a B Corp means that it makes the coffee taste even better. And I really like this because it really reinforces the philosophy that sustainability and quality do go hand in hand. So thank you very much. I believe we might have some time for some questions now.
Yeah, we do have a fairly tight turnaround on this. So I've got a couple of questions that really relate to some of the themes that we've been exploring today. And the first one is, with so many of the points you were raising there, all the different pillars, all of them seem to rely on collaboration a lot. How important is it to collaborate to make sure that the dream and the vision can actually happen?
Yeah, I think collaboration is absolutely essential for us to really drive forward our sustainability agenda. And so my role at Nespresso has been involved in collaborating with our employees, so both internally, but also externally as well with our local partners. We really want to ensure that by collaborating locally with our partners, then we are ensuring that our local sustainability strategy then helps to support our global sustainability agenda. So I think, you know, B Corp is a really great example of this, and lots of different businesses coming together to solve challenges within sustainability. But I mean, also events like today, it's so great to see so many different businesses in the room and all sharing knowledges and experiences and learning from one another.
Because when, particularly picking up what you're saying about the sort of the internal communication there, and people who've been here in the room earlier, I've talked a lot about making those changes happen. How challenging has it been to actually make sure all the staff are on board this journey?
Yeah, I think, well, with B Corp, I think that has really helped to build engagement with employees, and so, early training and getting people involved and educating people about what B Corp means quite early on as we've gone, and kind of bringing them on that journey with us through the certification process has been really valuable, and it's really helped to build that excitement about the scheme.
Yeah, and was that education sort of difficult? Because I'm sure there might be some people up and down the business who might not be that familiar with it.
Yeah, and I think when we started the certification process, there weren't too many employees that were very familiar with it. And so this is kind of why we started introducing it to them at quite an early stage, so that, over time, then we're providing more and more information.
Mm-hmm. And with the Podback partnership, for you, if there was one particular achievement that you'd pick out, the one you're most proud of, what would that be?
Well, I think I'm really proud that it's all of the businesses coming together, and so you've got competitors coming together to work on a shared objective, and I think that's what I've been really proud of. And so it actually launched in 2021 last year, but it's been great to see how the scheme has evolved within its first year of operation. And so Morrison's actually joined this year as the first major retailer to support the scheme. So customers can now get the recycling bags in Morrison's stores. So that was a big milestone for us.
Well, that must be absolutely huge when you get someone of that size on board.
Yeah, no, and looking forward to seeing how it evolves in the future as well, and as we get more and more involved.
In terms of next steps on the sustainability journey, what are they? If you can tell us, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, our next steps is really focusing on our net zero agenda. So those 6 key pillars there that we spoke about. So we do have the ambition to be carbon neutral by the end of this year. But this is very much just a milestone and is certainly not the end goal. So our real focus now will be to really focusing on that net zero agenda. But also want to become a much more active member in the B Corp community. So we're quite freshly certified, but want to become a more active member and really raise awareness about the scheme as well.
And one question I'm finishing with for pretty much everybody is if you were going to impart one key bit of advice for anyone else who is wanting to go on that journey, what would you say?
In terms of B Corp?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say just persistence, really. I think for us, it was a challenging process, but I think that the benefits are there and they're tangible, and we've really seen benefits to joining this community and being able to collaborate and being able to really accelerate our actions and to scale about our impact. So I think it's a challenging process, and particularly for a business of our size, with it being a global certification, so all of the markets fed into this BIA impact assessment, which fed into the global impact assessment, and so it's tough, but to persist.
Persistent, lovely. Mary, thank you so much. We will crack on because there's a lot to fit in before lunch. So a round of applause for Mary, if you please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.